Hello everyone, this is Flatline, and today I'm going to be doing a PvP once again. So this is going to be going over the new meta game in PvP now. It's the two base, one Colossus Element. And it sounds kind of weird, right? It's just that nowadays in PvP, you'll see a lot of expanding type builds. So what you do is basically just get one Colossus, a lot of gateways, and attack. Now, there's different variations to it because there's different robo openings. Obviously, you need to have a robo based build. And my opponent's going to be Shy Guy. He's going to be playing as a red Protoss here on Akalon Flats. I think that's what it's called. It's one of the new maps that was implemented by Blizzard on the ladder. Then I'm going to be spawning as the blue Protoss on the top left. Now, I am going to open up with my 2-gate expand into Robo. So my robo is a little bit late, so my push that I really do is going to be a lot later than one that goes for a 2-gate robo expand. The downside to doing a 2-gate robo then expand is you're not going to have as many probes as I do, so my economy is going to be tremendously better. So I can add more warp gates than the 2-gate robo expand. The 2-gate robo expand, you can only support up to 6 gateways when you do the timing, because your timing is a lot quicker than mine. But with this one, the one I'm doing with the 2-gate expand into robo, you get up to 8 gateways and you could fully support that and just deal a lot of damage. And when the engagement is about to happen, you will see a huge difference between my army and his army. And I'll show you why it kind of works out that way. So Shy Guy is pretty much playing standard right now. He actually has 2 guys in gas. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or whatnot. You generally want to have 3 guys in gas. The only time you'll have 2 guys in gas is if you go double assimilator. But you get double assimilators at the same time. If you want to have the opening of this build, you can just look up my YouTube channel for it. It's gonna be the Sauce's 2-gate PvP Expo build, but my little version, because I kind of tweaked it a little bit to or find it a little bit to what I like. And I'll also leave the replay link as well in the description, so you can download this replay if you want to. So you can just check it out right there as well. So you see me, I'm gonna get my 2 zealots, pretty much the standard of my opening. A Shy Guy, I'm more interested to see how he plays out this. He still has 2 guys and gas, so I think this is a blunder. He does have 3 guys in the other gas. He is opening up with the 2 gateways. Now he kind of tricked me a little bit. I saw the zealot first. Usually if you do like a 3 stalker opening, you don't get the zealot, so that kind of confused me a little bit. I thought he was going to play with a sentry and a zealot, so he'll have 2 zealots and a sentry, and then he'll, add his tech from there. But he actually didn't do it that way. Instead, he went with 2 stalkers with this. However, I did see those 2 gateways, so I'm a little bit concerned about actually moving on beyond this watchtower. And I'm also going to be bringing my probe as well. And it looks like I'm going to be expanding after my 3rd stalker gets out. Now Shy Guy on the other hand, pretty much doing the standard. He's doing the 2-gate robo expand, and I'm going to show you why this build works. Now this build is corresponding to if your opponent expands. If he's not expanding, you don't do this build. Obviously you just have to defend. That's all you do. But if they're expanding, you want to go for the aggression and actually take him out. Now he looks like he wants to expand here, and his probe's actually hiding in a very good spot. I actually missed this. So I'm going to put up my pylon, but I do have my Nexus and my robo on the way. I saw the 3 stalkers, the zealot, and the sentry. There's no reason for me to actually push all the way up there, so I'm just going to back out and cancel. It's also getting his immortal. So see, this is where his tech can hit me He has the tech advantage, I have the economic advantage, and this is how PvP plays out. So when you are in this situation, this is in general in PvP. If you had the tech advantage, you had to play a little bit aggressive and push on with your tech advantage. By that I mean he should have got his robotics. He didn't scout though, so that was a downside for him. He hasn't scouted. I haven't scouted yet to see if he expanded. All I saw was the 3 stalkers, the sentry, and the zealot. So the first thing I'm not scared about DTs because he made those 3 stalkers and the sentry. That's too much gas for a very fast DT build from him. So I'm gonna be cranking out an immortal first. Um, Not too worried for it to be a blink all in, because if it's a blink all in, they'll go with a 5 stalker opening instead of getting that sentry and the zealot. They'll get the 3 stalker opening and they'll add 2 more stalkers as well from that gateway, and then get blink as well. So Shy Guy is gonna be expanding, getting his double immortals. He's got his robotics bay. He's teching. Everything's looking pretty standard from him. Now I see him playing in a very defensive position with that scouting probe. Okay, can kind of assume it's already 8:30, so he's not on my side of the map. He expanded. He's gonna be playing pretty defensive. I saw his observer, but I'm not gonna be able to take it out. You do see I do get my robotics bait as well, and I'm just gonna transition into that all in. So to do this all in, you don't get any of your gases at your natural. You just want to focus on the minerals, so you're going to be able to make a lot of units and add on your extra gateways. I'm only up to 3 gateways right now, but at the end of this I will have 8, so I want to add 5 more. And you can see how my lead is in the economy, 41 probes to 33 probes. Okay, and Shy Guy is pretty much playing this as standard as possible. Whenever you know your opponent has expanded, you'll see a lot of Protoss get the double gas at their natural as well. They're trying to get the edge when it comes to gas, because as the game progresses, you want the gas units. You want the gas for the upgrades, for the tech, for your units. So that's what Shy is pushing. He's pushing towards the later stage of the game. I'm not. And you can see the food difference, 86 to 79. And the army supply, it's the worker supply is pretty much identical because I stopped probe production from here on out. I actually forgot to make one more probe. I need to make one more probe to get one more probe to get this fully saturated. But that's fine. Um, what else am I doing? Just adding on more units, and you're gonna see a huge difference. Look at this; it's already 12 supply lead right now, 55 to 41. And this is just gonna get worse and worse for him, because I have all these gateways. He is only on 2 gateways, because he is teching hardcore. He's getting his Colossus, his robotics bay, starting the external thermal lance, and getting his +1. So he does have the Colossus advantage. He has the immortal advantage. Downside to him, he just doesn't have a big army, so you just kill him. And this is how pretty much the game goes when you do this build. Pretty much just run up straight up into his base and kill him. You can't force field, you can't cut your units because you have the Colossus. And so you just win outright right here. This looks pretty one-sided, right? So he just leads the game. Sour loss for him. But it's definitely a very potent build to take in consideration. So if you are into a robo expanding type build, try to incorporate this with your build. Like you obviously want to know if he's expanding or not. So if you go for like his build, the 2-gate robo, and you do spot his expansion, don't get your gases. Just get your faster robotics bay, chrono boost out the Colossus. Don't even get the range. And you should try to get as many pros as possible, and then add on your extra gateways. You want to have at least 6 gateways when you do this push. So if you do for the robo expand build, then you can go to 6 gateways. If you go for 2-gate expand into robo, you can go up to 8 gates, because you have a very economic lead from there on. So the cool side with mine is that I have a lot more gateway units to support my Colossus. The downside is my push is a little bit later than the ones that would happen if you go for a robo then expand build. That I know I'm keep on reiterating that, but I just want to make sure you understand that. So this is not really a hardcore build from A to B. It's just feel for it and scouting information. Get the observer if you do the robo expand. See the expansion. Okay, cool. Let me get my robotic spade. Let me add my gateways and go on from there. Now, if you do not kill them, it's just like an all-in. You are gonna be behind. You are behind in tech. You don't have the gases. The other guy probably does if he holds it. Um, and you just have to figure ways to get back into the game. Whether that be another expansion. You just have to figure ways to cut corners and catch up into the game. Now, if you are wondering how do I defend this because it's a very strong all-in, the answer is to have your observer actively looking at their geysers at the natural. In PvP, if you do not get the geysers at your natural, or your opponent doesn't get them, for a very long time, something is up. He's gonna do a timing push against you. It's plain and simple. So all you have to do once you acknowledge that is just defend. You don't want to get all these gases. You want to add on your extra gateways as well. You don't want to get this +1 forge. All you want to do is focus on defending. You also need to be active with your observer to see if he's actually getting the external thermal lamp. If he's not, there's no point for you to actually research it. Just stay on your Colossus and just have the bigger concave. Let him go up the ramp and you'll win from there on. So it's pretty easy, plain and simple from there. But yeah, so hopefully you like this. Hopefully you could implement this kind of transition with your robo builds in PvP. And yeah, so anyways, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/finance2, and I'll see you later, guys.